If you're catching this on a playback, skip 10-15 minutes. If you're watching this on the playback, skip 10-15 minutes. If you're watching this on the playback, skip 10-15 minutes. Yo, yo. What's good? What's good? What's goody? I'm waiting for some heads to come in here. Waiting for more heads to come in here. What's good though? We got 3 people. Eli said, F you, man, you don't do videos no more. No, the videos is coming. That issue is getting me through work. Nah, the videos is coming. The videos is coming. The videos is definitely coming. Man, Rock said, what's good? What up? 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 Save your questions for the 10-minute mark. Yeah, save me that question for about 5 minutes from now. June, what up? What up? What up? Man, it's crowd. We got 5 people in here. 6. 6 people. We got 6 people in here. Save your questions. About 5 minutes, we're gonna get started. But yeah, what up? What up to everybody in the chat? What's good? Now's your time to go get your snacks, your fruit gushers, your Dunkaroos, your Capri Sun or your Sunny D. Now it's time to get all your little fucking snacks. We got 8 people in here. Why are you starving off those vids? We about to get started in a few minutes. In a few minutes. But what's up with you guys? Damn, people leaving. Yeah, Recca, I think you be entertaining alongside Brutal Truth. Just made me like you as a content creator and a real nigga. Yeah. Yeah, well, you know. I'm honestly trying to figure out if trying is even worth it. Spoiler alert for the next video. Save me that question. We're going to get started in a couple minutes. Geek. Can we join the stream yard? Yeah. You could join the stream yard. There's the link. If anybody wants to join the stream yard, there's the link right there. We about to get started though anyway. All right, I think we good now to get started. So y'all can fire your questions away. What are your thoughts on this? I was in Taco Bell yesterday, seeing a bad girl, bro. Fat ass and everything, but because of my BP awareness, I didn't even say hi. I thought there was no point, and there probably wasn't no point, honestly. There probably wasn't no point. My man, Lord Heck. It's my man's. That's my man's. Lord Heck. Yeah, we live. We definitely live chopping it up. All right, a couple people are in here. So, what's up? What up? What up? What up, Dev? Dev going once.
Hello, how are you doing?
What's up?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah.
So, I
What's
have
up,
already
man?
asked you about doing the leg lengthening surgery to become 6 foot. I'm currently standing at 5'8".
You're at 5'8". I'm gonna just be honest with you, bro. It doesn't really matter what you do.
What? What did you say? I didn't hear.
It doesn't really matter what you do, bro. You're kind of just born the way you're born.
I don't hear anything actually. I think there is a problem
Can you guys
with
hear
my
me?
settings. Wait a minute. Right. I
All
don't
right,
hear
come back,
anything.
bro. Come back. Come back. Yeah, figure that out and come back.
Yo,
Yo,
RECCA,
yo,
bro,
yo.
bro, you can hear me?
Yeah, yeah, I can hear you, bro.
Damn, bro, I'm not even gonna lie, bro. I've been like, bro, I ain't gonna lie. Hey, it's okay. I'm 17, bro. I'm like a senior this year, bro. Like, I just got a serious question, bro. Like, real shit, man.
You
I've been
said you're
watching.
you said you're 17.
Yeah, bro, like real shit. I feel like I could really like relate to you on some shit, bro. Like,
Wow.
I ain't even trying to like talk to you like on some like ramble a whole lot. Like, honestly,
Nah, do
bro.
your thing. Do your thing. Do your thing, bro.
No, because I was thinking about showing my camera because I just want to see like if I got like because I just honestly stopped trying. I'm the nigga who said like I don't know if I'm worth trying. You feel me, bro?
Damn, you
Like
17 talking
dead
like that.
ass, dead ass,
I'll
bro.
give you. I'm gonna give you some coke. I'm gonna give you some good coke.
Cause look, yeah, I'm
At
gonna let you talk.
17,
Yeah,
hold on. At 17, you still have time to fucking change and shit. I'm gonna let
right.
you come on the camera in a second, but you still have some time that you can actually change.
Yeah, I feel
You
you.
know, you might look up at 24 and you look totally different. So,
Right.
but for all the guys that's in here that are 20 plus, it's pretty much cooked. So you have some hope. But let me see. Come on the camera.
All right, bro. So look, and before I come on the camera, bro, I used to be one of them niggas. Like before I even started watching you, I feel like what really fucked me up in the long run is I pluck my eyebrows because I was watching one of these looks. You remember that fucking no real shit. Nah, what's his name? FedEx Fearless. Oh, pluck your eyebrows if you got it. Like, cause I. All right, man. I'm gonna just come on the camera because I feel like, bro, this is me, bro. I'm like your height.
Come
I'm
on,
that,
man. Come on, bro. Come on,
bro. Like,
bro. Come on, man. Come on, man.
I'm
You're
your height,
dog.
bro.
You're
My
light
dad.
skinned, bro. You're light skinned.
Do you
You
think I'm that good, bro? Like, cause to
you
be
don't
honest,
look
bro,
better. Nah, bro. No homo. No homo. No nothing. You good.
you really think? Cause look,
This
bro,
guy's good.
this is why I say I
Chat.
could
What
relate
what
to
you
you,
think, chat? What you think?
bro. I damn near forgot we was on YouTube, bro. I ain't even gonna lie, bro.
It's your age. If anything, it's your age. It's
Right.
your age, bro. It's your age. Where you live?
I live in Virginia, so I'm in the USA and shit.
What part of Virginia?
Uh, like Chesapeake. I don't know if you would really know that and
Oh,
shit.
Chester. Oh, the seven cities.
Yeah,
The
you know
seven
that
city.
shit.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
757.
yeah.
Yeah,
I have family in Virginia. I know
dead ass,
Chesapeake,
bro.
Norfolk,
Damn.
Suffolk.
Suffolk,
Yeah,
bro. What the
Virginia
fuck?
Beach.
Yeah, yeah. I'm
Virginia
around
Beach.
there.
Yeah, I know the whole shit. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Dead ass, bro. I've been
Nah, dude.
watching you for a minute. Like before you even had the oh, I'm talking about the whole other YouTube page. I
Oh,
thought you
you're
was
over
like a
there.
minute. Yeah,
Damn. Oh, damn. You've been over
bro.
here a minute. Honestly, bro, it's just your age. You'll be fine. Like,
You
just keep
think?
doing your thing.
Mm-hmm.
Go through the struggle, whatever. Just keep working, and
Yeah,
just keep living, bro. Honestly, you'll be good. But I
cause like
guarantee you. Remember, I said it. When you're like 20 years old, you'll be good.
for
You'll
real.
be good. You short. Like, I'm not gonna lie. If you 5'7", you
Look,
short, but
right.
you
This
got
the
the light
thing.
skin, bro. I don't know what kind of bitches you like, but you
I
got the
like
light
any
skin thing.
bro. The thing is, remember the story when you was like, okay, bro, I didn't been in situations like you when like bitches would try like you know how when you was like that car story when like I'm getting in the back to change like bro, I
Oh
didn't
yeah,
get
the
in
girl. Yeah, yeah,
situations
yeah,
like
yeah.
that, and then bitches would just hate me after like bro. That's why I just stopped trying because I
Yeah,
don't know
bro.
which. Then I
Bro,
found
bro.
your
Yeah,
videos and I
relax,
realized
relax, 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 bro.
you
It's your
feel me.
age. It's your age. It's your age. Just keep living, bro. You'll be good.
For real. And then, bro, the thing I don't get is my dad's. He's 5'11", bro. He's like I don't want to stand up right now because like I got sweats on and shit. He's like this to me on some shit. Like, and then he told me in high school, he told me basically, I hope that's what happening for me. He said when he turned 20, that's when he reached 5'11". So I don't know how true that is.
So, bro,
Looking at his
I'm
pictures,
telling
though,
you 17, bro. I'm telling you, in like a year, 2 years from now, you could be like 6 foot. If he was 5'11",
right?
You never know, bro. So you just gotta, bro. You good. Trust me.
All right. So you think I should try? Like, just try,
keep
bro.
trying. Don't fucking give up. Keep trying. I'll tell you if you're a cook. If somebody call in here and they're cooked, I'm gonna tell them they're cooked.
You don't think I'm cooked? Like,
nah, you're not even close to cook, bro. You're not even close to it. It's just your age.
You think it's just age? I just need to put myself. I didn't try because I ain't even gonna get on that body and shit, bro. But I didn't only like that was on like when I was on some little shit. Like, won't even high school yet, bro.
Nah, it's your age, bro. You're good.
Right. I think I just got too caught up in like the look smacking and all that bullshit.
Yeah, you watching the bullshit. Like, it's like, don't give up so early. You're good. Just keep living. I actually recommend you stop watch. You can watch my shit if you want.
I just watch you now. That's what I'm saying. Because what you say makes sense.
All the other shit. I'm not even trying to gas myself, but all the other shit that you're watching that's making you think that's because you don't look like this, or you don't like all the, you know what I mean? The crazy black pill shit. You don't need to be watching. You don't need to be watching that. You good.
Right.
You good.
All right, man. Well, I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you, bro. Like,
no, you're good.
I always
bro.
wanted to talk to you because, bro, like on some real shit with like the music, everything, bro. Like, I even stopped with music. Like, it's shit I'm motivated.
Nah.
Like,
keep doing your thing, bro.
For real.
If you want to talk, just hit me on my Instagram.
I follow you on Instagram and shit. It's on my
Actually, I think I seen you. Now, yeah, cause I remember you hit me up and I told you were good. No, did you DM me on Instagram?
I think so. I just seen one of like your music videos and shit, and then I realized, okay, this is RECCA.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, bro, I'm gonna throw you back in.
All right, bro.
Yeah, you're good.
I just needed confirmation from you because you seem like the dude who knows the shit and like who keeps it real and shit.
Yeah, trust me. You're not wrong.
You feel me? All right, bro. Hey, stay safe. Right. I'm still tune in on the live and shit, bro.
Hell yeah.
Talking to you, bro.
All right, bro.
Stay safe, man.
Yeah, man. Shout out to my boy. Shout out to him. Heck, I'm gonna get you next. Let me just see what this guy was talking about. All right, you fixed.
Hello. Yeah, I have fixed it.
What's up, man? What's up?
What's up? How are you doing, bro? I hope you're fine.
I'm chilling, man. You okay?
So I was just asking about was it gonna be worth it or not to do the leg lengthening surgery? What's your take on that?
Nah. I can understand if you like 5'3" and you have the money and you have the fucking and you're a glutton for pain and agony. I can understand if you want to go from 5'3" to like 5'9" or some shit just so you could get treated like a human being. But you know, like at 5'8", bro, like if you're at 5'8" struggling with women, I don't think getting limb lengthening surgery to 6 foot is really gonna do much for you. I'm just gonna be honest with you. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that's my opinion. You do what the fuck you want, but I don't think that's worth it.
Yeah,
I don't think that's
really
worth
think so. But you think surgeries like double jaw surgery and rhinoplasty it's gonna make a difference?
Rhinoplasty might make a difference, depending on how bad your nose is. Rhinoplasty might make a difference for sure. I can agree with that. So maybe I would focus more on the rhinoplasty if you wanted to do that. And even then, it just depends how bad your nose is. You know, there's only like I would benefit heavily from a rhinoplasty, but I notice a lot of you guys that are like European, you have a slightly little bit of a crookedish look, and you want to go do a full nose surgery, and that's not really gonna do much for you. You know, it's for people that have it's for people who noticeably, like their nose is noticeably a flaw. You know. But it's up to you.
Yes, I understand you, but I mean, from the front profile, it's not affecting me that much. But
okay, come on the camera. If you
actually,
can.
I don't have a camera actually.
Okay. Well,
I
would recommend just focusing on focusing on working with what you have. You know, maximize that first, and then decide from there, like where you stand. You know, what's your dating situation like right now, first and foremost?
So actually, I'm not from America. I'm from the Middle East.
Okay.
So in my society, we don't have this concept of dating as much as in America. So
Okay. Okay.
most of us just have arranged marriages, and they are
So
just beat-up-ups.
what do you want to do though? What are you looking for though in dating? Because
Yeah,
there's a reason you're over here, you know?
yeah, yeah. I just want to be the best version of myself physically. So
But why?
uh,
Why? Because there's a reason why you want to be you know?
because I don't wanna have an arranged marriage.
Okay,
I
so
don't
you want to get
wanna.
women organically.
Yeah, I don't want a woman to settle down for me because
Okay,
I'm
so
just rich
guys,
or have
so
money.
you guys hear that? You guys hear that? That means that he wants to burn in
Yeah,
desire.
yeah.
Nah, but nah. I understand that, bro. So what you have to do, I don't know how much like so how much like free love, free dating goes on over where you are.
Yeah, not so much because I am in Islamic country, so
So
all of
maybe
these
you
things
want to
are
move up.
forbidden.
So how about you move out of there? How about you
Yeah,
move out of there?
it's really difficult to move out of my country, to be honest, because
Oh, they don't want you guys leaving.
yeah, yeah,
Mm,
it's really
okay,
difficult to get
well,
a visa and all of this stuff.
so maybe do you guys have dating? Like, are you able to go on dating apps on there?
Yeah, but I think that I'm not gonna find any success, to be honest.
So this is what you do for now. Like, this is how you can measure your growth. Um,
Yeah,
See what you can do in terms of your fashion and just like your grooming and stuff like that. Get on one of the dating apps. Get on Tinder or Hinge, and then change your location to somewhere in America, or or England, or you know wherever, somewhere Western, and then you could use that to see if you get matches, to see where you stand. You know, that's what
yeah.
I would do for now until I could figure
So
out. Hmm.
I think from my current location, I think have an advantage because most of the girls are not concentrating really on height.
Okay.
They,
Well, that's
I
what
think,
they lead you to think. But go ahead.
well, do you think I'm delusional?
Yeah, all women care about height.
Yeah,
I'd go to the video that I forgot what video it was where I was talking about an Indian guy I was working with, and he was like, he was talking to me about, oh, an Indian girl, they love tall, you know what I mean? And this is a guy from India, and they have arranged marriage over there too. So even though they try to act like it's all about structure and care and being responsible, I'm telling you, it matters. It matters a lot. The Western
maybe,
women are actually a manifestation of how women in general actually think about men. The Western women, all the videos that you're seeing of women talking about, oh, the pop the balloon, oh, he's too short, he's this, he's that. They're just manifesting, like they're vocally manifesting what women in general, whether she's in a Arabic country or whether she's in a Asian country, this is how they feel, you know?
yeah. But here I assume that we don't have this threshold of being 6 foot. You can be 5'10", you can be 5'9", and you're gonna be okay.
No,
And
even over here at 5'9", you'll be okay. Even over here, you don't have to be 6 foot. But I'm more so talking about when you get below like 5'8". That's more so what I was trying to say.
yeah,
So yeah, I think I understand. I think you're watching the videos where women are like, "Oh, 6 foot." They want to. I think you're getting caught up into that.
yeah,
But that's the one thing that I'll say that's not true. You don't have to be 6. You know, 6 is gonna really turn them on, but you don't have to be 6. You could be 5'10". So
yeah, yeah. All right. Thanks so much. So
yeah, no problem, bro. No
yeah,
problem.
thank you so much.
All right, let me catch up on some of these comments real quick, and then I'm gonna get to my man. Yeah, I saw what's his name said something that he's almost a Pookie. Literally a pretty boy. If this motherfucker lived in Toronto, that my boy that just called up, light skinned boy, if he lived in Toronto, he'd be cleaning up on dating apps. He's still young and shit like that, but a couple years from now, he'd be doing his thing. Where I'm from, I don't know where you guys are from, but where I'm from, he'd be killing it. You understand? So I don't really know. I don't know what they got going on in Virginia, but crazy. He got potential. He definitely has potential. He got potential. And if he's 17 and we're already wondering why he has issues, imagine what he's like 21. Black pill fucking up good looking dudes, dog. You ain't gotta look like, yeah, honestly, like just honestly, it's really fucking guys up because there's no need for him to even, cause like he's fine. It's brutal when a guy like this is watching Black Pill. Yeah, yeah, that's crazy. I'm not gonna cap. I'm gonna get Heck back in. I'm gonna get Heck in a second. Let me just catch up. Yeah, Heck said bro damn near Pookie. Definitely. Because and then that's another thing. He also has the demeanor, you know what I mean? He has the vibe, he has the swag. It's not like he called up. See, if he called up and he was just like, hey man, I don't know what's going on, I'm struggling, then I'd know exactly why he's struggling. But he has you know what I mean? He's niggified. He's nigga valid. So I don't know. I'm wondering what's going on. But then he's 17. Like literally, he's not even in the world yet. So I don't even think he realizes what's in store for him in the future. Especially if he get that growth spurt. But yeah. I'm in Miami, niggas like you get bad bitches. Like imagine him going on the Miami trip a couple years from now. He's good. Niggas that look like you get bad bitches. He's just immature. I don't know how did he find the BP? Hand said I ought to smack the shit out of bro for thinking he ugly. Bro, handsome. Some of y'all need a pause. Yeah, Black Pill makes it where you gotta have the Euro bone structure to be a high tier normie to Chad. Like that's just not the case. That's facts. That's facts. What's the Euro bone structure? How can you get surgery with no money? Search up Jordan Barrett and Jeremy Meeks. I don't have a camera. That is cap. That is cap still, but it's okay. Everybody don't want to show their face on the internet. YouTube insane. RECCA talking to a Muslim cell. Yo, not gonna lie, dating is absolutely pointless if you don't have. I don't know what GGBM means. Oh, genetic desire, genuine desire, burning desire, mimetic desire. You need 3 out of 4 for the desire. Crazy, man. Who slays in Virginia? Virginia got them girls though. The DMV got them girls, bro. It's like a mix between like Southern and like New York. Love it. Love it. I haven't been to Virginia in years. Or like the DMV in years, but he definitely had the swag, he not corny. Yeah, so it's just his age. If you're black and you want to slay in Virginia, you better be an athlete. It's mostly white chicks on that side. It depends where in Virginia, like Northern Virginia, Central Virginia, but like when you start getting to like me and him were talking to 7 cities, Chesapeake, Norfolk, Suffolk, Virginia Beach, like it's crazy, It's a lot of black people there. There's even a lot of Jamaicans in Virginia Beach. What's your slay count on the year, Tyrone? I swear to God, I already answered that question last week. Nah, it just goes to show you that if you're having a hard time, it's bad out here. All right, I'm gonna get my boy Heck up in here. Yo.
Mic check. You can hear me?
Yeah.
What's good, gang?
Chilling, fam.
That's good, Brody. Shit crazy, Brody.
Yeah.
You had a time to you had go ahead.
You saw my boy?
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? This ain't no way, Brody.
Crazy
I
out
was
here.
not expecting that shit, bro.
It is crazy. It is insane.
I ain't gonna lie, I found your content by like probably a year ago. I saw you on your like old channel.
Okay.
Yeah, so I knew about this shit for a little minute. I started off with like rehab room and shit like that because I'm like, yo, why am I having a difficult time?
Yeah,
I got the bread.
Your boys are doing your boys are doing their thing effortless
without doing shit. I'm just like, what the fuck? I'm a nice ass dancer. Like I get down. Like I'm not awkward. Like I don't know what the fuck. Girls tell me all the time, you so sweet. You're a nice guy. I love your personality. I love your vibe.
Yeah.
But when it come down to it, Nah, I
They
think we
just
good as
not.
friends. They just not with it.
And then and the shit like that will lead you to the internet. It's
Bro.
shit like that, honestly, because it's like it just doesn't make no sense. Like this shit just doesn't make sense. So you end up on the line.
Facts.
So yeah, which is a lot of our story basically. That's
Shit's
a lot of
crazy,
people's
bro.
story. Rex. Somebody said Rec X Heck.
Yo, y'all niggas is crazy. Can I
Rehab.
curse on here? I'm good.
Nah, you good, bro.
All
You're
right,
good.
bet.
Somebody said Rehab is the final boss of Black Pill.
Yo, bro, I done looked at all types of shit. Wheat waffles, like you could say it all. Jacked and Stacked before, like when he used to show his face on the camera.
Yeah, I was there.
Like,
I was watching him in like 2022. I was mad as fuck
yeah,
when he took those videos down.
bro. I ain't gonna lie. I understand it though. You know what I'm saying? He don't
Yeah.
want to like dox himself and shit.
Even though he used to dox girls though.
Facts.
So,
That's why I was like, he's playing a really like crazy game right now.
yeah. Wait, somebody said Lord Heck Squad help Recca do better content creation, reactions, etc.
Listen, that ain't my job, Brody. If he want to do what he doing content the way he want to do it, it ain't like let him do his thing,
I
bro.
think the message gets across good the way I do it.
Yeah,
Honestly, I'll do
exactly.
reactions though. I'll do those.
Yeah, I get what they saying though. They just want more content from you, but it's like relax, it's coming.
Yeah, for real.
You feel me?
So what's good though, bro?
Bro, you had an opportunity to watch that video I had sent you that you asked me to send you.
Oh no, I haven't even been on Instagram all day. I
bet.
was gonna watch it. Yeah.
So let me break down the
Yeah.
situation as quickly as possible.
Mm-hmm.
So I had a ting, right, from
Mm-hmm.
Tinder, and
Okay.
we went on a date. Shit was fine. We had a good time, whatever. I cracked on the first night, right?
Okay. This is recently.
Nah, it's probably like 3 weeks ago. So I
Okay.
guess recently, whatever.
Okay.
And then she was like, "Yeah, we should we should go to Six Flags or whatever." And I'm like, "I bet you just let me know when you're available. I'm with it." You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
And then this girl just flat out ghosted me out of nowhere, type shit.
Bro,
And
there's
I'm
nothing
like,
to say. Like this is like regular.
right. And I'm just like, what the fuck?
This is guys. Like, bro, I could tell you guys so many motherfucking stories.
Right.
Like, I could sit here for an hour and just tell you stories, bro. It's just there's nothing you could do. I'm gonna let you continue, but like, there's nothing you could have did that was
Exactly.
gonna make that girl, unless you were gonna like simp trick, unless you're gonna throw money at her, and then that might keep her coming back. But just in general, like, a lot of these girls are just on to the next.
Facts. I agree.
Like, man, I remember one time October last year, I remember there was this girl, she was a single mom, right? About 25.
Oh.
You from New York, so
Yeah, I know. I get.
that type of girl is similar to what we have in Toronto. She's just one of these, pretty but hood rat type of chicks,
Yeah,
baby
there's a lot of
daddy,
those.
that type of one. But we love them though.
Yeah,
So,
facts.
so I linked her, whatever, came over. Me and this girl was fucking the whole fucking night, bro. The whole fucking night. So that went good, whatever. So I was actually expecting to get ghosted, but she hit me like 2 days later, randomly at like 11 at night, like, hey, So I said, yo, what up? She's just like, oh, I'm about to put my baby to sleep. So I said, oh, so I guess I got to come over there. She's just like, okay, you could come. So I went over there. The sex was even crazier this time. Like, I'm talking about the baby's crying and shit like that, and Shorty's not even getting, bro. The baby's in the next room crying, and Shorty's taking her
She don't give a
time. Like,
fuck.
Shorty's letting the whole position run out before she goes and actually pick up the baby and rock the baby back to sleep. Like, it was that crazy. So I leave the next morning. Shorty had made me breakfast and everything. I don't know. You Caribbean?
Yeah, I'm Haitian.
You're Haitian. Okay, so she made me the Jamaican breakfast though.
Okay.
The fucking fried dumpling and all of that.
Yeah.
Banana and shit. So I leave there. This is what Shorty does. This is how crazy these bitches are. So Shorty does the same thing a couple days later. Hey, right? So then I'm like, hey, da 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 da. She's like, oh, my baby went to sleep or something like that. So I'm like, oh, so I guess I gotta come over there. She says, oh, but my baby's gonna get back up though in like 3 hours. Bro, from that point forward, I gave her a couple more opportunities. From that point forward, she just turned into an attention whore. And see, when I say the sex was crazy, right? I'm not saying it was crazy like I said it was crazy, but she didn't enjoy it. I'm talking about she was squirting all over the place,
Yeah,
creaming all over, like you know what I'm talking about. Still go so, bro. There's like nothing that you can do. I realized this years ago,
bro. And the crazy thing about it, I'm gonna finish my story because you
Yeah,
said
yeah,
something that I literally told these niggas on the video, bro. They like, yo, your stick game was probably trash, bro. We was fucking for like 4 hours, and she was
A girl
like
said that?
squirting. Huh? No,
A
it was a
girl
nigga.
said,
It was another nigga.
oh.
Yeah. All the shorties in the comments was like, yeah, she was probably dealing with some other nigga, and I was like, yeah, that's probably what happened.
Honestly, or you could, or maybe she could have had a boy. I don't know where you met. She could have had a boyfriend or a main nigga that she was talking to, and then sometimes these girls, like, you know how it is. Sometimes these niggas, see, let's be honest, like we sometimes feel these girls, but the niggas that are fucking, like, these niggas get better girls than even them. So
Facts.
like they're looking at the girls that we love off that are like, let's say they're at 8
Trying to
or
get that
something
nigga
like that.
approval.
Yeah. So the
I
girls that
understand.
we love off, maybe she's at 8, 8.5. There's a nigga that's fucking her that just sees her like she's mid.
Right.
Because he gets the baddies, the IG
Nah, she
baddies.
was low key my look smash. So I'm just like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like,
but that's even worse, bro. That's even worse because see, a girl like that, a dude that's just a little bit better than you, would just have her as just some pussy to just smash. You know what I mean? While you're her, I'm telling you, you'd be surprised how many dudes like go 2, 3 notches below themselves just to knock off some pussy. So
nah, that's facts.
So a lot of times, this is why your looks match thinks that she's better than you.
And I have to say that shit every time. I'm like, the reason why niggas is having a hard time is because our look match is shooting for the stars for Chris Brown and Trey Songz. So it make me look crazy.
Real shit,
But I be trying to
shit.
explain to people like, yo, it's not about not having confidence. It's like,
you're literally,
if shorties is not throwing pussy at me, I'm not about to shoot my shot. It just don't make no sense.
Listen. Well, I'm gonna tell a story. I'm gonna tell a story just now, but how do I get in the live? That link right there that I just posted, bro. Just use that. Any of you guys that want to come on, just use that link right there. But I was in a club like Monday night. Okay. Don't ask me why. Monday night, this club that I go to Monday night.
I understand because I'm in Houston. It's lit every day. I understand.
Yeah, Monday night is like, for whatever reason, this club chose Monday. People chose Monday night to make it lit, so it's packed in there Monday night. So I'm in there, and I'm just in between. Like, I'm right outside the fucking washroom, just farming for numbers. As bitches are going in and out the bathroom, I'm just grabbing hands. And I'm like, yo, what up? So I'm getting numbers, but I go back out onto the floor, and I seen this like bad, I don't even know, like Megan Thee Stallion type of look. Like, she's like 5'8", thick, and then she's with this, like, she looked like she was like Latina, but she's probably like Italian or something. Both of them were just dime pieces, and they were best friends. You could tell.
Okay.
So I'm looking at the situation, and I'm looking at them, and I wanted the black one, but I'm like, is there even a point to go over there right now? Like, really, if you really think, like, when I think about it, like, logically, doesn't make sense. But then I start thinking dating coach talk, or like society talk, like, oh well, you know, you automatically, you automatically fail. Exactly. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna just go over there anyway. And I went over there confidently and looked the girl dead in the eye, and I say, yo, I've been preying you the whole night, blah 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 blah. I'm giving her.
Probably heard that all night, my nigga.
Bro. But this is not even it. As soon as she turned to see who was talking to her, like, the look on her face was almost like, and I'm looking at, I glanced over at the friend too, both of their faces, you could just tell that they were just like, it's almost like they're looking at me as if like, bro, you supposed to know better than to have come over here.
Yo, you know it's crazy because girls, like, I have a lot of girlfriends, and like I be seeing the way that they act when a nigga pull up to them and they not attracted. I be saying, bro, you wasting your time, bro. Like, no amount of game could save the situation right now, bro. She's not fucking with you, bro. And this nigga was like, yo, shut the fuck up, nigga.
Wait,
hold
on. Go ahead. Renegade number 1 is an OG Black Pillar, RIP. Explain that, Rick. Explain that.
Number 1, who's that?
Yeah, RIP, somebody that died. But yeah, bro, it's crazy. It just gets to, there's a certain point where Like you have to separate yourself from this just be confident thing, because there is a logicness to it too. You know, a girl who's bad and you're just mid, it just doesn't make, you know what I mean? It just doesn't make sense, and you have to accept that. Somebody said you need to win the lottery once and you'll be more qualified to speak on it than 350 million people. That's how these hoes are. I didn't really get that. Get cracked once by an attractive dude and her ego through. Oh, I see what he's saying. And her ego through the roof. Yeah, you'd be surprised. There's fat bitches out here, bro. That have been fucked by Tyrone.
By nothing but fat bitches, bro, and trannies, bro. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is happening, bro? I probably gotta buy a little god or something. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yo, I'm looking at me. I'm fit. I'm like, yo, what's going on, bro? But
it's crazy out here. I'm not gonna cap.
But I just wanted to come on here and just say, yo, I appreciate the content, man. And
I appreciate you.
Keep spreading the gospel, bro.
Nah. But do the best I can, man.
Yeah, facts.
Do the best I can.
Yeah, bro. I done went lengths. I done got the chains. I done got the bread. I done bought the red pill coach shit. I bought Steph is Cold like shit when I was first red pill. Yeah.
I think a lot of us started off red pill actually.
Yeah.
And then the black pill was like the perfect thing to kind of show, you know what I mean? That like, because I was wondering why I was doing the red pill stuff and it wasn't really changing anything.
Yeah.
Actually, it was making it worse.
It was making it worse because it's like you look delusional. Like, what the fuck is you doing?
And like, oh, well, if I just hold frame.
Yeah. That's what a lot of niggas be saying, bro. You fucked up by hitting her up again and saying and following up. I'm like, it's just respect, bro.
Bro,
like,
you can respond instantly to a bitch's message and she won't lose interest if you're that guy.
Exactly.
It won't matter. I'm telling you. Somebody said, how tall are you, Hex?
I'm 5'8".
Okay.
And I know like my teeth ain't the best. Because you know my shits, I got the buckaroos of death. So I know that's like one of my things that knocks me down a few notches.
No, you can fix that though.
I gotta get like some, jaw surgery. No, I gotta get jaw surgery, bro. It's bad. Like,
it's a jaw issue.
Yeah, it's a jaw issue. Like my jawline is. I don't have a jaw, nigga. That shit. Blown away, oblivion. Pause.
But that might could help.
Yeah, I was looking at the prices and shit. They was talking about some 50,000. Like,
50,000. Oh shit.
I'm like, damn, bro.
Just go to his Instagram.
I mean, I could get on the cam. I don't really care.
Like, okay.
Yeah, let me see. Y'all can see me.
My man's Hex. Yours truly. I'm gonna get to you next, bro.
Yeah, so shorties would be like, "Oh, you regular." I know that I'm average type shit. I got the side profile, like, you feel me?
Yeah, literally.
My shit fucked up. If you look at me straight on, I'm valid. I turn my head, it's like I'm aware of that. You feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? Oh,
somebody said they watch you. Somebody said they watch you.
Yeah, I'm trying to be low key and shit. You feel me?
Nah, you good, bro.
But yeah, bro.
Like, I think I'm gonna get the next guy on though, bro.
Yeah, for sure. But I want to hold you up.
But appreciate you for coming on, bro.
Likewise, bro. I'm gonna continue watching from the sidelines.
Yeah. All right, family.
All right, brother.
My man, Heck. Lord Heck. Yeah, I'd seen Heck before too when Heck first like hit me up and shit on Instagram, and I went and I'm like, I know I've seen this nigga before. I know I've seen him in the comment down below. Heck, I know I've seen you like doing some work with some of like the Smasher Pass, some of the studio type videos with the New York type of dudes. I'm pretty sure I've seen him in that. I used to watch all those videos like fucking Idris Majo and Real Sean and all them guys. I used to watch that back in like 2021 too. Yeah. All right, yours truly, my boy.
Yo, Red. What's poppin', Red?
Chilling, man. Bro? What's up? I'm out here.
That's what's up, bro. I don't know if you recognize me, bro. It's
Of course.
your boy. Oh, you do?
Of course, man. Of course. I know exactly who it is,
Bruh,
man.
was good, bro. Bro, I'm coming on here really just to say like everything you saying is really like true. You know what I mean? And like I guess now that I've applied everything that you said and everything, like I'm getting the girls and shit like that, and like it's really crazy, bro. Cause like, like, okay, so last
It
month,
means nothing, eh? It means nothing.
it really like sex is nothing to these girls, bro. Like
It
it's,
means nothing at all.
I
You could still
swear.
feel like an insult almost sometimes.
No, on God, it's crazy. It's crazy too. I don't know if you're gonna believe me, but like, um, last month I cracked like 10 jumps,
No, I
and
believe it because I've done that before. Well, not 10. I got to 9.
okay,
I got to 9. The
okay.
10th girl flake, like on the 30th.
Crazy work, crazy. But the flakes, that's another thing too, though.
I got flaked on today, man. I got
The
flaked on.
flakes is
I just had to come on
crazy,
live to get
bro.
some love.
Dog, the flakes is crazy. I'm not even gonna lie, because like you'll have like 3 set up, and then all of them
All
just
of
like
them flake. Yep.
they just ghost and shit like
A
that.
couple
But
weeks
I'm
ago,
just
it happened to
saying,
me. It happened to me a couple weeks ago. I had 4 lined up for
yeah,
for my days off from work. I had like 3 days off. I had 4 lined up, and
yeah,
one by one, it was all bullshit. One goes, one's like,
that shit wow, bro.
all like everything fell apart.
That
Everything. I
shit
couldn't
wow.
believe it.
I'm telling you, like I get that shit too. You know, like I think the main thing I'm trying to say here is like I'm not trying to say I'm a Tyrone. I'm not like Narcy like that, but I do think um I do like
Hold on 1 second, bro. Shout out
what?
to, if you're watching this. I don't know if he's watching or not, but I just got a fucking purchase and a donation from a Joel Joseph. So I don't know if he's watching right now and then went and cashed out on the handbook. But appreciate it, bro. If you're watching. Well, go ahead, man.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying, what was I saying? Fuck, I forgot. Yeah, no. Yeah, what I was trying to say is like I think for the most part, and I think you really like articulated it in your video on like bringing girls straight over. Like
Yeah.
at the end of the day, even for dudes that look good, like I think if you're going to be dealing with a lot of girls, like you got to come to the reality that like majority of the girls you're going to interact with are not going to be fucking with you, bro. Like even for good looking dudes, because like yeah, subjectively, like a girl could find you attractive and shit like that, but like there's this whole thing with like the phenotype and like girls, like they could be a lot more pickier because they have the world's their oyster. You feel me? Like every
It,
guy damn near wants them and shit like that. So like that gives them like the option
yeah,
to be picky and
I
shit
kind
like
of
that.
psychologically checked out a long time ago where I'm just kind of just doing shit now because I realized there's just nothing you can do.
For
Like
real.
there's nothing you could do because like this is what I noticed. Like they always think that they could just do better. Like it just
Yeah.
doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter like how much they're all over you when you link them. They just go back and think that they could do better. So it's just one of those things where, and then the girls that don't link you or whatever, like you ever have attention whores and shit
Oh yeah.
that want
Yeah.
to just kind of string. They want to keep when they want you to keep talking and talking and string it
Yeah.
along. It's because they think they could do better.
Nah, real
Like
shit.
he's cute. Like he could. We'll keep talking, and if I feel like it, I'll eventually meet. But I think I could do better for now.
Yeah, real
And it's
shit, bro.
crazy.
Real shit. I'm saying. So like I don't know, like right now, because prior to really last year, I know I messaged you like last year with like everything. Prior to that, I was in a relationship for like 3 years. And the
Okay.
whole reason I like just
So what was
wanted to
that?
start.
What was that like?
Check this out, bro. You're not even gonna believe this shit. This shit was crazy. Bruh. So
Oh shit! Heck said that it was him. Oh
nah
my bad.
shit. Oh shit, okay.
He said I called out his government and shit. My bad.
Federal.
But go
Nah.
ahead, bro. Yeah.
Bruh, so this girl, she cheated on me with my best friend.
Oh, that's
And
the Steph is Cold story.
yeah, no, that shit was crazy. But like at the same time, he had a crush on her first, but like I guess she never saw him as like the relationship type, but she did see him as the fucking type because they fuck, you know what I mean? And so yeah, that shit like broke me when that shit happened, and so that's why I've just like ever since last year,
So
really
what's your
like this
friend look
year,
like? What's your friend look like?
bro. You know it's crazy. Like I'm not even trying to hate or anything, but like he don't look that much better than me. Like he's shorter than me. He's
Yeah,
like
because you a
5'9".
Tyrone, bro. You a Tyrone. So
I appreciate it.
no,
Yeah, he's like 5'9". I'm like 6'3", and like
really. Well,
yeah,
5'9",
and
that's tall enough. That's tall enough. But
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like if
so
I'm
what's
not
the
gonna dox him, I'm
phenotype
not gonna
though?
show him pictures, but like
What's the phenotype though?
he's like, how do I put it?
And this is a
He's
white
got that
girl,
Austin Dunham phenotype. Like he's like brown skin, you know.
like lighter, like a lighterish brown complexion.
Yeah, exactly. He looked almost kind of Dominican.
Well, there it is. She's a white girl.
Nah, she was Arab.
Well, there it is, right there.
Yeah.
There it
So
is, right there.
you know it's crazy too, bro, because like, bro, like so like I'm in like Arizona and shit, and like, bro, I don't get no black women out here, bro. I don't like.
Yeah.
It's just straight, bro. Like,
And the black women, there's black women out there.
there is, but I don't think there's as much as like you were talking about it earlier, like the DMV and shit like that. Because I'm from the DMV, so I know like DMV, like they got the best black girls in my opinion. At least
I
not the
love how
best,
they
but like
talk,
one of.
man. I love how they talk. I love how they talk. I love the attitude.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like. I haven't like been around a lot of DMV because I just have like an uncle there, a couple cousins. So I've been there.
Oh shit.
I've been there, whatever. But yeah, like on the outside looking in, I always liked how they talk and shit like that.
Yeah,
How they
and it's
are. Like it
crazy
reminds me of
too.
New York.
Yeah, exactly. I never really got a taste of that shit because I was always in a relationship, you know. So,
You might have
but
to move back.
low key, bro. I mean, I'm doing my thing out here too, though. It's just like
Yeah. I
I
know I have a similar issue, bro. Like most of my bodies are black. Like most of my bodies, when I look at my, because I track my body count by just I save the contacts with the ethnicity flag and a wet emoji. That's how I kind of like count it and keep
that's
track.
funny as fuck. I'm gonna start doing that.
Yes, and then when I just so to keep track of it, like I just go to contacts and then I put I type in a wet emoji and then all of them come up. So
That's crazy. I'm about to
yeah,
start doing that.
yeah. So
That's crazy.
my shit is flooded with Oh, I got a referral sign up. Okay, cool. My shit is flooded with Jamaican flags. Like that's the
Type
majority
crazy.
of my. But the thing is, like, I do tend to notice that like the black women, it's almost like because we have like a double layered issue as black guys when it comes to dealing with our women. So like when it comes to dealing with black women, the hypergamy is just like Jack and Stack talked about it. Like the hypergamy is unbelievable. Like it's seriously unbelievable. Like black women, 10 of them would rather fuck one dude who's like a Tyrone or like a handsome Pookie, Ray, whatever,
Yeah,
before they would want to fuck a guy that they just think is just nah. Like you know what
that's
I
what I'm
mean?
saying.
Like 10 of them would rather be fucking and fighting over the one dude
I
than to fuck
know.
a undesirable. So like, and you can feel that type of energy. Like your looks match. Like with black women, your looks match will fucking act like you're a fucking sub 5. You know what I mean?
I'm
It's just
saying.
crazy. So yeah, it's not just you, bro. I think a lot of like even decent looking, non-nerdy swag type of black guys like still notice that black women just give issues. Like it's just issues, bro.
Real shit.
You know? So
Yeah. No, you're right. That's one thing I've noticed too. The hypergamy with them is like
yeah, it's
crazy.
unbelievable, man. It's
It's
unbelievable. They fighting over they it'll be like 2, 3 of them fighting over one dude. So a lot of it is that.
I'm saying. I feel like they be going for like a lot of like the athletes and the rappers. That's where like most of the hypergamy is. It's like
Yeah.
the status and
Well,
shit.
what I noticed, like especially like where I'm from, is they either want Tyrone
Yeah.
or Pookie, and Pookie got to be decent looking too. But that's
That
usually
shit
what it is.
crazy.
So if you're like too low on both of those spectrums, like if let's say you're like a regular, like us, like regular
Yeah.
dude, us
Yeah.
heck.
Yeah.
If you're like just a regular dude, you're not a hood nigga or nothing, but you're not no square. But then you're not necessarily the best. Like you're just an average looking dude.
Yeah.
That's almost the same as being like the nerdy type of black guy. That's
That's
almost the
true.
same thing.
That,
You know.
no, that's real. That's real. That's real. Yeah, I gotta go, man. I really want to go out of Toronto though, cause like I
Yeah, if
really,
you come out here, bro, and Heck too. Heck said he's coming out here.
bro,
You
I
guys
really
come out here.
want
I
to.
got the club. I got the club. So
Real shit.
I got a spot, and I know for a fact. I know for a fact you'll be cleaning up in there. I'm talking about in the washroom, fucking a bit. I know this for a fact.
Nah, chill,
So
chill. You be
pull up.
taking all that, bro. What you mean?
Nah, not me. You crazy? You didn't hear the story I just told?
Now what happened?
I just told a story with Heck. I went up to this badass bitch in there, and she was just looking at me like she was offended that I even thought I had a chance with her.
That's crazy.
But yeah, you come out here, you be good, bro. You be
That's what's
good.
up. For I would actually link you though, real shit. Like,
Nah.
just
While I'm
nah,
still,
some
while I'm
real,
still, before shit gets weird, while my audience is still small, like we
yeah,
could definitely, any of you guys come out here, we definitely could tap in. You know, once I start having 20, 30K, you start getting the weirdos and shit.
yeah. Now you got some real potential though, for real.
Nah, I appreciate it.
Yeah, like I feel like because I watch Jack and Stack too. Like I don't know, he's just a square, bro. Like
Yeah,
I
he is.
don't know, I
No,
can't
he
stand
is, but
watching
he
him
knows what's
struggle.
up, though, bro. He
He
knows what's
does,
up.
he does, he
I
does.
don't
He
know
knows
how
what's
long
up.
you've been watching him. How
Now
long
I've
you
been
been
watching him
watching
as
him?
long as you have.
Yeah, I was
2021.
watching him. Yeah, like 2022 summer. Like I know he knows what it is, bro. He knows what it is, but he is a square. That's the problem. Like his mentality is kind of like it's kind of filtered by the whole whitewash thing. But
Yeah, no, I'm not.
it's hard to relate to him in some ways.
Yeah,
Because he really wants white women. I noticed that he wants white. He won't say it,
yeah,
but he
he
wants white
definitely.
women. So that's his issue.
Yeah, nah, for real. He be tripping. Bro, bring back the Tinder Chronicles, bro. That's how
All
I
right.
found you. You know, that's it's crazy because I was
You mean the
like
one where I'm just telling a story? Where I'm just telling stories?
yeah, it was so wild because okay,
Okay, I'm gonna
so
do it. I'll bring it back. I have all kind of stories.
bro, like dog, your stories be funny as shit. I don't know, like I just like some of the like I remember I think it was the one it was like back on your old channel.
Mm-hmm.
It was that one date you went on where it was like two girls or some shit.
Oh yeah, I was just
You
about
know what I'm
to
talking
act.
about?
I was just
That
about
shit.
yeah, where the
That
two
was like
girls
the
they
first video
started
I watched
fighting
from
and shit.
you.
They
Yeah,
started
that
fighting and
shit
shit.
was so funny, bro.
Yeah, that video should. Oh well, I fucking delete. I fucking lost the channel now,
Type
so
shit.
I'm gonna have to find it. But yeah, that story was crazy. Honestly,
Yeah,
that
yeah,
story was.
bro.
I'll never forget that night. Still, but these bitches are crazy, man.
I'm saying, bro, and like it's crazy too, because like we're both on like the other side. I guess where like you're getting the girls, but even then, like it's like
You
you're getting them. It's like
you
it's
still
not
feel.
all that.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
not all that. Honestly, you really have to be the Tyrone or Chad, or you're not gonna be. You're not gonna find
yeah.
satisfaction. You know,
You're not.
it's like you
You're
feel
really
this
not.
imposter kind of vibe sometimes. Like,
Real shit, bro. But I'm gonna head out though.
yeah, yeah, I
I'm
got
gonna
another guy
call in the
trying to
next
get on
5.
too.
But yeah. Okay, okay.
But I
I,
appreciate it, bro.
yeah,
Honestly.
yeah, bro. All right, Rec. Take
All
care,
right,
bro.
man. Peace. Mount Desmond said, "What's good?" And a wet emoji. I agree. You should track your body count. Honestly, track your body count, but like, it's not even about the ego of it. It's just like, I don't know. Sometimes it's just memories, man. It's memories. That's why I track it. Black women want super Tyrone. Well, yeah, black women really like they want a guy that's tall. Like, it's crazy. A lot of black women don't even like a lot of black women, like a lot of African women, like my Tyrone friend was saying how his girl the other day was talking. So his girl's Ghanaian and was sitting up there talking about how she doesn't like Ghanaian guys because they're ugly and some of them are short and all this other shit. And you see what I'm saying? So it's like they want more. You know what I mean? The Nigerian the Nigerian is deemed to have more sex appeal than the Ghanaian. So she wants more. You know what I mean? So it just is what it is, bro. I've kind of just learned to accept black women for what it is. I just learned to accept most of them, like the pretty faced, you know, type black chicks with the nice body. They just not gonna be wanting me like that. Like I just learned, or I bag them here and there. You know what I mean? But generally, it's just not. You know, I'm not Tyrone enough, and I'm not Pookie enough. So it's always just gonna be treachery. It is what it is. Black women expect more in a black man than any other, and that's a huge issue, man. Like the standards, like that's a video that I might need to make. But even though, you know, I said the baddie black women hate, I kind of touched on it when I said in the video the baddie black women hate ugly and average black men. I kind of touched on it in that video, where it's kind of just like no other race has the standards placed on them. Like even with the white beauty standard being the standard of, you know what I mean? Even white women still don't have such high standards for their men. You know, that like an average looking white girl doesn't have the same level of standards for her men like a black woman do. Like you literally got ugly black women out here who literally will look at you. You're better than her. She's fat, you know what I mean, mid or whatever, ugly, and she'll literally be looking at you like she could do better than you. It's crazy. You know what I mean? Yeah, I attract a lot of damage, Johns. Last shorty I fuck with literally admitted that she got BPD. Yeah, a girl I linked the other day. Well, this was the second time I linked her. Told me that she had just got diagnosed with BPD. Yeah, it's crazy. Women when acting disinterested versus truly not interested. She'll give a free pass to a square white guy, but the square black. I don't know what you're talking about, bro. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know about all that. I don't know about that one, fam. Where I'm from, they want light skins. Black women in general want light skins. That's not just where you're from. That's everywhere. The black women, it's something that doesn't get openly talked about. Like a lot of them will be like, "Oh, I don't like light skin because they, you know." But really and truly, the reason why they claim that they don't like light skins and they're too feminine, and the reason why they say that bullshit is because they've kind of a lot of them have like the average looking dark skin or brown skin black woman has already kind of rejected herself from light skins because they realize that like a lot of light skins, even as a brown skin or dark skin average looking black man, like light skinned people tend to want other light skinned people or mixed looking people, or if they don't want that, they want like other races, or if they are interested in like a brown or a dark skin, it has to be a super attractive, like above average looking dark or brown skin. You understand? But most light skinned people want other exotic looking people, mixed looking people, or their own, or other races. That's what they tend to do. So like even a Tyrone light skinned guy will like go be with some like mid looking fucking Asian chick or Indian chick or some shit. I see it all the time. 10 bodies, bro. I need to lock in. Yeah, he's doing better than me right now. Look, I ain't smashed no 10 women in no month in a long time. I haven't done that shit since like, I think I did 9. The last time I did more than 7 in a month was like June 2023 or some shit. Like the more on average I do like 5. Like last month I did 5, I think. I don't think I hit 6 in June. I did 6 in May. I did 5 last month. And then last night I actually knocked down the first one for this month. And then I was gonna have a second one and then the bitch flaked tonight. But whatever. Yeah, but my people's is in Northern Virginia though. My people's is in Alexandria. One for real. Today's my last day eating junk food. I got to get a 10% body fat for the high definition jawline and face. Poor Jack. Jack the Stack fucked me up too, and he give capper vibes. Explain what you mean. Why you feel like he's a capper? You know he's coming back. Jack and Stack is the epitome of a guy who did literally everything to escape what he unfortunately had to accept. He was. Yeah, well, his situation is, he's down bad. He's down bad for sure. He's down bad for sure. Just the fact that he's a nerd and whitewashed, that's really the majority of his issues, because he's not necessarily bad looking. Yeah, he's 5'7", but he's not necessarily bad looking. If he was if he was at least me, he wouldn't have the issue. He wouldn't have had the issues that he's had with dating. You know what I mean? A lot of interracial women still wouldn't have really wanted him, but he would have been good to go. Like with black women, he would have been, because he almost goes into, like, he almost has the phenotype, or one of the phenotypes in the black community that a lot of he almost has that DDG type of look. You see what I'm saying? He almost fits into like a D. He looks like he could be related like brothers with DDG. You understand? So like, and you already know DDG has that light skinnedish type of look, and I'm telling you, the light skin and like browner, fairer skin complexion dudes, like a lot of black women, you know, they're the dudes that get a lot of love, and like that's kind of what black women deep down, that's what they really want. They don't want the more Afrocentric looking type of black guys, unless the Afrocentric looking type of black guys is a Tyrone. You know what I mean? So, but let's say it's not a Tyrone. Let's say it's just an average, or even as Jack always says, slightly above average. Even if it's like a slightly above average looking guy, like they don't like my phenotype, or like, you know, just your average dark skinned dude. That's not really what the average black woman, they want, like the more slender nose. Like I always say, it's like you could see what a guy would look like, or a girl would look like. You could see what a black person would look like if they were white. You could kind of see it, that type of phenotype. That's what typically does well in the black community. Those are the people that are truly desired the most. You know? So that's been my observation. That's what I've noticed. My friends that I've known over the years that are more like, their phenotypes are more like a Trey Songz type of look. You know, they're black, but they don't look like African. You know what I mean? Those are the people. That's what I've seen get the worship in the black community. He wanted to be a level up bro. That's all about building and gym, bro. That's all about us aesthetics. Unfortunately, clearly, no woman found out remotely worth pursuing. No, he was getting attention and shit, and I believe he was getting attention and shit. But at the end of the day, he had to like fake not being a nerd in order to sustain what he was doing. That was really what the issue was. Like, he couldn't get past the fact that he's not, I don't want to say it, it sounds kind of fucked up, but he's not a quote unquote true black man. He couldn't get around that. Chad can feel good even if he gets no cheeks. So question, how you get out of the space of wanting to be in relationships, because I think I'm getting to that point and it's just becoming too much of a hassle trying to play these games. How do you get out of the space of wanting to be in relationships? Do you mean like wanting a relationship? Like how? You mean getting out of the mindset of wanting a relationship? Or you mean like, I might need you to clarify that a little bit. In my opinion, like, bro, you just gonna have to rogue and renegade the fucking game. Like, you just gonna have to just, like, you just have to just let it all go and just go through the motions, and whatever happens, happens. That's where I'm at. I don't care anymore. Like, I realized years ago, but I recently, like, this year has been the year where I really have just like fully accepted and digested the reality that it's over. Like, literally, it's pretty much over. You know what I mean? Like, the women that I truly desire, like, if I sit back and I really analyze the situation, it can't happen. You know what I mean? It just can't happen. I don't have the looks, the height. It's just not gonna happen. And then can I get a little, like every now and then I get a baddie here and there. And when I say baddie, I really mean like an 8.5, 9 every now and then. But just generally, it's pretty much over. You know. They do want light skins in the motherlands, duh. I don't even need to look into that to know that they do. I don't have to look into that to know that the light skin, the more fairer complexion Nigerians, like the Igbo tribe Nigerians, where they have light skinned people, I can guarantee you they do they're more desired than the dark skinned Nigerians. I know that for you. I don't even need to look that up. I know they do. Last time I had a body was in 8th grade. I gotta stop. Life passed me. That's crazy, bro. That was one hell of a tongue twister. You ever heard about DBDR? Yeah, I used to watch DBDR in his prime. Facts, bro was a solid looking dude. He was just mad square. I have a similar issue at times. Some girls would be like, "You way nicer than you look," because I got face tattoos and shit. And that's another issue with the black community. Like, and even listening to Heck talk, like nothing about Heck, like, and like it's crazy. It's actually crazy. You literally have to be you have to be good looking and a gangster almost in order to truly get desire from black women. Like I used to didn't want to believe that shit when I used to hear guys saying, because a lot of the whitewash guys would be like, "Oh well, you know, if you're not a gangster, then black women don't want you." And I used to be like, "Nah, it's just because you're square." But now that I'm looking at it, like the type of black women that a lot of black guys want, like the type of women that we actually want, when I really sit back and look at it now, like just being an in between dude that's not gangster but you're not no square, that's not even enough. That's not being wrecked, being heck. That's not enough, man. Oh, I said I was gonna get my man on here. My bad, bro. I'm gonna get you on just now. Let me just run through some more of these comments. How to John Flatto say you act like a nerd. Damn, I never heard that. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I've never been told that still. I've never been called nerd or white wine. I've never heard any of those before. So I don't know about that one. Feltree, what up, man? Long time. How long do you think geomaxing has before it's obsolete? I don't know why, but like people are still talking about geomaxing to me when all it is tricking. It's like I have to talk a certain way based on who I'm fucking with. I do relate to that. I do find myself going into a heavier. The Toronto accent definitely comes out more heavier for me when I'm around, black women and shit like that. But it happens naturally, but it's subconscious because I know that, you know what I mean? It's subconscious. But I definitely talk more fly and more street Toronto, but it's natural. I want to make sure that's clear. That does come out more when I'm around black women and shit. Definitely. But sometimes when you're just around the mandem too, same thing, but beauty standards or beauty transcends race. Facts. Facts. This is the comment of the night. I don't care what nobody says about race pill. It's not true. You look good, you look good. You mean not having a big ass forehead like an African and a wide, big, bold, bitch, a flat nose? He's not FBA. I would love to be in a relationship. That's the goal, but this shit annoying. Oh, okay. Um, Man, the relationship shit is cooked, man. How tall are you? I'm 5'7". How many South Asian women have you been with out of the 100? I know there's tons in Toronto. South Asian, you mean like Indian and shit like that? There's a bunch of Indian flags in my shit. I remember I had this nice little Indian chick, man, last year. Um, and she looked like your classic, like solid Punjabi. She was like 5'2", very nice face, you know. But she liked black guys though. She liked black guys. But yeah, at least out of South Asian, and there's no Bangladesh. I still haven't dealt with like a Sri Lankan or a Bangladeshi or anything. But there's like a good 7 Indians in there. If you are okay with fast sex with baddies, but you won't get desire, aim to be famous. That's the next best thing to genetic desire. Another thing, I feel like people treat you a certain way when you not as nonchalant or act more like a pookie when you light skin in friend groups. Yeah, people definitely treat you more different when you act nonchalant. I'm naturally more nonchalant, especially when it comes to dealing with women and stuff. But you know, it just depends like what the like sometimes if you get me talking about a certain topic, then I'm definitely more expressive or whatever, you know? But I said it in my videos, I definitely have more of like that zombie type of vibe for sure. And I definitely there's a difference in how the women act when you're in zombie mode versus when you're more, you know, expressive. I don't really give a fuck though. Like if a girl bring up or if a topic, you know, if things just naturally lean, like in the conversation naturally just leans to where, you know, you get me passionate about something to talk about, then I'll be a lot more open. And honestly, if it turns the bitch off, fuck it. I don't even care. Going in clubs, what type of men do the best? I mean, that's kind of like a rhetorical question. It's pretty obvious who does the best. Facts, you low key got to be a killer, or you labeled as corny. The Black Johns is wild as fuck. And see, I'm saying this from Toronto. Like I'm saying this in Toronto. Like I can only imagine. I can only imagine what it's like in New York, or in America. Period. Any of them southern. I could just only imagine. Savvy guy is just a fake cell. He was 5'11". All he had to do was unironically get in shape and get a haircut. He ain't no incel. It's really about the thug look. It's not about look. It's not about look either. As a matter of fact, if you have the look and you ain't no fucking thug, then that's actually gonna work against you. That's gonna be a huge turnoff. If you grew up as a Jamaican in Toronto, that Toronto accent, that's facts. That's facts. That's definitely facts. Because a lot of people tell me that I sound Jamaican. Like people who are not from Toronto will tell me that I sound like I'm Jamaican and all this other shit. So that is actually facts. Because a lot of us grow up, you know, a lot of us grow up like trying to talk the accent and shit in our houses and shit. You know what I mean? So we naturally already kind of had that Jamaican-esque sometimes. So Recca, if you're average and don't have a pookie personality, is it over if you like black women? Generally, yeah, it's over. I mean, you could still pursue black women and you'll get some here and there, but just generally, you're not gonna be desired by black women unless you're extremely attractive, or you're like an average, upper echelon average, like high tier mid, and then you're a thug with it. Then if that's not the situation, if it's not one of those two things, 5'7", damn, I would have thought you were like 5'11" plus. Perception really isn't. I've said it's like all through my videos I say 5'7". When cold approaching, what's the worst thing sometimes? There is no worst thing. Just go up and talk to the girl. Save me, Recca. When cold approaching, what's a brutal story? Just getting ignored. If he was 5'11", this live wouldn't be happening neither channel. Literally, bro. Literally. Like that's what's so crazy. It's crazy. If you think I would ever have been on this channel, if I had gotten that growth spurt to 5'10", 5'11" in high school or some shit like that, you really think I wouldn't even know nothing about no red pill? But you know what's so crazy at the same time? Would I have the bodies would I have had the experiences I had? Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe I would have been delusional. You know what I mean? And I would have just been doing all the dumb shit because a lot of guys do dumb shit and waste time because they don't know shit, because they think that, oh, it's just my game or my personality. And yeah, they might get more quality women. You know what I mean? Like whatever, they're tall, whatever, they might get more quality women, but they do a lot of dumb shit, and they hold themselves back because they don't know shit. And I feel like one thing that watching dating coaches and stuff, I can't never lie. Watching dating coaches and like manosphere and shit like that, it does. There's some ways that it really does help your dating because it protects you in a lot of ways from bullshit. Like it has you aware. It has you being aware. Yo, what they like to do is spin back. I don't really get into that narrative. It is true that they do that, but at the same time, you have the choice not to fuck with them. It's over for you in your 20s, but they'll give you the time of day later in life, but it's fake as fuck. I've lived in New York, Houston, and Vegas. Black women wanting you to be a thug is worse than New York, but generally damn near the same. Yeah, like I always felt like I would be if I was the same person. But then again, maybe I would have had a different. Maybe the accent would have matched. But sometimes I feel like if I was the same person, but I was in New York, maybe I would have been considered a square or something. But at the same time, if I was in New York, I would have been out. If I grew up in New York, I'd have been outside. So I would have been going outside. Bro, I'm waiting on the day some chick tell me I'm her first good man, bad guy. I'm ending that shit right there. I'm not gonna lie, like I've had like sometimes when I link with because a lot of the women I deal with, they like gangsters and stuff like that, and they'll tell me about the guys, but then they'll still be attracted to me, even though they know that I'm not no gangster. So you could still like, bro, I don't know, it's like a weird play. Like literally, it's like that's like another form of average. It's like even your fucking even your personality is average. You know what I mean? Even the type of guy that you are is average. So not only are you average looking, but your identity is average. It's crazy. Have women ever approached you? Have fat women ever approached you? They stare. Well, that's because New York is predominantly where the West popularized the thug narrative, historically at least. That is true. One of the places, RECCA was 6'3", he would be Tyrone. Yeah, I always knew that. I always knew if I was a tall, it'd been over. Do you have better luck with the women you approach in person, or you get more play? The apps, definitely the apps. Like I feel like an incel in person, to be honest with you. Like I just like a lot of women, they'll flirt, they'll give me their number. Like I get a lot of numbers and shit like that, but especially when I go to the club, like I get in any given night in the club, I leave with like 10 numbers. You know what I mean? But a lot of it just doesn't go nowhere. A lot of it, the women don't respond. Like it's crazy. So the online shit allows me to play the numbers game. When you get a number for real life Bumble, you text, which has a bigger flake rate. Women just flake in general. There is no whether you meet her in real life or online. Green Power Ranger. Is it true that the dating game changes once you reach 30? I don't know. I'm not 30. I'm kind of scared that some women might settle for me because I'm a doctor. Or you better believe that you better believe that's gonna be happening to you. Or you best believe that. You know what I mean? And it does change, but like it probably would change more for like the guys who are like Chads and Tyrones, like at 22, 23, just running around. If they start to look older and shit, when let's say they're like 34, they start to look old, then they're gonna be the ones that see the drastic change. For most of us, we struggled anyway. Bro, fat women are delusional as fuck. No, you would be valid in New York. The accent definitely would have added some points to you, gang. Okay. I agree. I agree. I probably would have had the eyes. Like I would have been good. I feel like I would have been good for sure. I remember when I remember when my sister actually I have a half sister that grew up in New York, right? So I remember when she was graduating elementary school or middle school. I remember we came and we stayed like a week in New York. And I remember we were staying in Long Island. But my parents are my family, the elders and stuff, like they're church people. So they gotta go to church on Sunday. So one of my parents' church sister sent my parents to go to this church in Brooklyn on the Sunday that we were there. Okay. And I swear to God, this had to have been like Flatbush or some shit because it was just all Jamaicans everywhere in that community. It was just all Caribbean people everywhere. I couldn't believe it. I thought, because in my mind, I'm thinking Toronto was the only place where there's Jamaicans at this time. I'm like fucking 12. So, I remember as soon as we came in and they introduced us or whatever, I remember all the little dudes that were there just like they was like trying to usher me into their little group. You know what I mean? I remember them like I remember some point in the service, because I'm used to doing this at home. Some point in the service, I remember we like snuck out real quick and went like right down the street, not too far, but right down the end of the block to the bodega. And niggas was like in there getting candy and shit like that, and like So, you know, like when I think about that, I probably would have been one of them little dudes. Like, you know what I mean? But sometimes just considering like comparing being a Canadian to like a New Yorker or something, you just feel like you wouldn't have measured up. But you know, but anyway, that just remind me of when the I still never forget that trip, yo. New York. Like I remember I was crying and shit when I had to come back. Like that trip, I remember literally crying. Like I did not want to come home. I graduated college. I'm about to go back and live with my parents. I'm trying not to fall behind on these fucking. The personality being average got me weak. Yeah, for real. What happened to the old channel? Never got to see the old one. It got deleted. Yeah, because it's based on how you look. No, it's not. Your personality is not based on how you look. How you act, I'll say this, how you act is based on how you look, though. Average is the new ugly. Is there any hope for us short guys to femboy little Uzi Fred Max? Average equals disposable, replaceable, expandable. You're not special. Yeah, that's basically it. Honestly, that's the best thing that I could say. Remember Jack the Stack saying women now wanted him because of his. Yeah, he did say that. He was saying black women definitely Flatbush for sure. Yeah, they will spin on you for your resources. New York always a movie. Not gonna lie, I love New York, dog. I remember my sister's from Queens, so I remember we were like walking all up and down Jamaica Avenue and just like, man, I was like, bro, there's actual kid like people like me, my age, like living here. Like I couldn't believe it, man. Nah, low key. Like you remember, J. Cole had the line, "My only regret is too young for Nia Long." Well, my only regret is not born and raised in New York. Facts. Toronto is a different type of Canadian, though. Yeah, definitely. Road to a sexless marriage. What's your wildest hookup story you haven't told? Okay, I'll come back. I'm gonna throw my man. I'll throw my man in. I'm gonna throw my man in. Are you still there? He's still there waiting. I'm gonna throw him in, and then I'll come back to the hookup story. Type it again when he gets off. Short kings must have the best face you can. When I was in a dry spell, I gave a big girl a try and I couldn't get hard. Yo, that's hilarious, bro. You rate the model move. He has black features with insane harmony. Yo, I know some of you guys watch Pretty Little Reality. Did you see her post of her ex-boyfriend? Like, see, this right here. This is why it's over. Any of you guys that watched when I posted card, I saw that some of you guys went and watched her. Pretty Little Reality. She posted on the YouTube, like the little post. She posted a picture of her fucking ex-boyfriend, and he's just like half Japanese, half black guy. And I'm like, yo, it's really over. He's from Uganda. Okay, let me throw my man Mount Desma.
Yo.
Yo.
What's going on?
I'm chilling, man. What's up?
So why did the old channel get deleted then? You just like out of
Yeah, they just kept putting strikes on videos.
Oh.
Yeah.
And how many subs did you have back then?
I had like 1,500.
1,500.
Yeah, so
I mean, you just
that's easily reattainable.
Nah, like you're already halfway there. So if anything, like it's like an easy job.
Like barely 2 months ago, I was at like 150. So it just takes a couple of the right videos, and usually like one video can make you get 100.
Something like that. I know for me, I actually do YouTube as well.
Okay.
And then what's happening is it takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of fucking time. Like you have to put in like your hardcore effort, especially in my niche. It's kind of like, you have to put like a lot of humor.
What kind of videos you do?
Commentary. Like I do like internet culture and all that other shit, or talk about whatever I feel like, you know what I mean? So
okay.
I will talk about like the Sophie Rain thing, maybe live coaches, or just random bullshit I see on YouTube, you know what I mean? So things of that nature. So we got you have to ask, are you ever trying to like do YouTube as a career though?
I would love to, bro, but like sometimes I wonder if this niche is the niche to try to like, but then again, you have guys like Thinking Abe. You got lots of guys that are making like in what's the MGTOW guy? Sandman. You got a lot of guys that have been doing it for years, making money. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I guess I could. But sometimes I just wonder if this niche is the type of niche to try to, make a career out of. But I
Capitalize.
would love to.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to. If I could make a couple thousand a month off of YouTube, I would lock in.
That's the fucking dream right there. I know there's also like that guy Wheat Waffles.
Mm.
I don't know if you heard about him too.
Yeah, I know we were. He's the one that set this up. Set this. Like he's the one that really like set the black pill off to the point where he didn't start it, but he's the one that kind of, you know,
Amplified it. Yeah.
he's the one that sucked everybody into to like everybody that's watching all kind of like hours upon hours of black pill, black pill, black pill. Like
Mhm.
Wheat Waffles was the foundation of that.
Like ever since the pandemic, especially
Yes,
like people just
real
people got in their
shit,
fucking heads. Oh god.
real shit.
So if anything, yeah, I'm just like thinking, how is the dating culture in Toronto? Oh, I'm in Toronto myself. I've only been here for 10 months. To be more specific, I'm from
Yeah.
Scarborough.
Okay, where you from?
Uh,
Where you from? From?
I was born in Sudbury.
Oh, you from all the way over there?
Yeah, like only for like the 8 years of my life, and then I moved down to Toronto for like a year, and then I spent
Okay.
most of my formative years in Brampton. So I still
Yeah,
got the like
I'm from
Toronto
Brampton.
culture with like the accents and shit, but
I'm
not
from
fully to
Brampton.
like. Oh, for real? Which
Yeah,
which
yeah,
area?
yeah.
If you don't mind me asking.
I grew up right behind Trinity Common.
Oh shit! I was in close to that football stadium, Chinguzi.
Okay. You're
Yeah,
like
so
closer to
then
like Bramley and shit.
yeah, basically. So North
Mhm.
Park, Bramley, grew up there, and then yeah, like I'm just glad to see like a person that's from like around my area to be like making videos like this in
Mhm.
general because there's not too many like Canadian YouTubers that can really watch, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So to see you, especially on this topic that you like talk about, you know what I mean? It's kind of like I resonate with it to some extent.
No,
And
I
then
hear
as for like, and dating culture too is kind of like really, really fucking rigged. Like I don't know how to explain it, but
dating here.
in Toronto,
Dating here is fucked, man. Dating here is fucked. Okay, here's the thing. Like the women are extremely attractive here. You
mhm,
sometimes we forget it because like, but if you ever change your location on your dating apps, you'll see like the women here are actually like most women here are above average looking. Right?
mhm,
Okay, I might be dragging it, but you know what I mean. Like most of the women that are gonna catch your like there's a high frequency of women that are gonna catch your attention here. I feel
mhm.
like, and I feel like there's a lot of attractive guys too. So hypergamy and like, just always people like the girls are always trying to go upwards and find something better. Like I just feel like that's the issue. Like that's what I've noticed about the dating thing in Toronto. But I feel
Mhm.
like everybody has that issue everywhere. But I feel like in Toronto is like it's crazy.
Or you know
I,
what? It's because yeah. Go ahead. My bad.
no, no, no. I was saying I'm answering what you originally asked me about what I think the dating scene is in
Mhm,
Toronto. And another thing, most of the girls that I date are in Toronto, so that's why my perspective is Toronto specifically.
mhm,
But I date all over the GTA. But yeah, go ahead.
mhm. So Mississauga, Brampton, you ever
Everywhere.
got
I go
everywhere, huh?
everywhere, bro. Everywhere. I go all over the place. I go to Niagara.
Uh,
Last night I linked somebody in Burlington.
mm.
Like I just like I like the driving and seeing the different areas.
So what about in Guelph though? Because I know there's a lot of university chicks that go there.
Guelph.
Yeah, like that's a
Um,
unit. Hmm.
Honestly, bro, all of it is the same, pretty much. All of it is the same still, but like I don't know, like all of it is the same. Whether you meet a girl that lives downtown or she's in Guelph or she's in Orangeville, like they're all basically doing the same thing. They're all just going and linking and hooking up. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? It's all the same. Different girls from like obviously the smaller town girls are gonna be like if you're linking like a small town white girl or something, she's gonna be different than a black girl out of Brampton or Toronto or Saga. But
Mm.
like, you know, they're all basically doing this. It's the same culture.
Wow.
You
Or
know,
like I think that's the culture with like first world countries where like the
basically.
outlook on sex is just like it's like a hobby at this point. We're just kind of rigged because you know how sex works, the less likely you are to like have a marriage that's sustainable. I don't know if you agree with that.
That's not true. That's not true. The marriage thing, honestly, bro, relationships and marriage are about, like I said this in a video, it's like a business decision. So especially with women, I think men make the shit more emotional. But with women, women are just like, trust me, I'm telling you, a woman can have 1,000 bodies and still just go move to a new city and then fully present herself, you know what I mean, and carry herself like the perfect wife. I'm telling you. You understand?
Really?
I'm telling you, don't listen to this like all this fucking manosphere talk, red pill talk about how, oh, you know, the more bodies, the less likely that she. It's not true. It's just fucking skin coming together. It doesn't
I
do
see that.
anything. And all this shit about soul ties, and it's all bullshit. It's all
You think so?
bullshit. So
So what makes you like contradict that information that the more body she has, the less likely she is to like sustain that marriage? Like, have you seen it from experience? Did you read a book anywhere, or just like observation?
it's from experience. Like, I have a shit ton of bodies, so I'm telling you, I'm the same person. I'm the same person. The only thing that has changed is that, see, dealing with that many women. See, if I have that many bodies, I have last night I'm at 115 now, as of
Mm-hmm.
last night. Okay, how
Mm-hmm.
many women do you think I've interacted with though? If I have that many
Probably
bodies,
400, I'd say. Am I
no, no,
right?
no, 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 no. How many have I interacted with?
Like
That
just talk
means,
in general, right?
like, yeah, setting up dates or matches on dating apps, cold approach. Like, that means I've interacted with thousands in my lifetime.
Mm.
Like, just, you see what I mean? Trying to get at women and shit. So with that many bodies and that much experience, I understand like sex, dating, sex, kissing, dick and pussy, whatever this case may be, tongue in pussy, female mouth on dick, like whatever the situation is, it's not affecting anything. It's just something to do. I'm telling you, it's literally
Okay.
just something to do. I think a lot of men want to believe that. Like, a lot of men tend to believe that because pussy is not as easy to get for men as it is for women to just have sex. So men are kind of behind in that kind of case. Like, you ever hear like people say, you'll hear people say that women's experience with men starts earlier, and in a lifetime they have way more experience with men.
Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah, that's true.
You know, you remember when you were in high school and you seen some of the girls that were your age,
Yeah,
16, getting picked up by guys in cars in their 20s and stuff. You
exactly.
ever
Some of
saw
them
that
even
in high
got
school?
pregnant. Yeah,
There
like
you
they get
go.
pregnant too, bro. It's kind of crazy. You know what I
There
mean?
you
So,
go. So they start having experience with men very early on. The type of experience that you wouldn't even have till you're like 23. They are
mm,
already getting that as teenagers. So like, women already kind of know that it's just like, sex is just not that serious. Sometimes you're gonna have good sex, you're gonna enjoy sex with certain people, but that's still just about it. You know what I mean? It's just sex. It's
the
just sex. But
sex.
sex tends to be more magical and pedestalized by
Mm,
men, because men, we can't just go on Tinder and just have 1,000 women trying to fuck us. You know what
mm,
I mean? And we just pick and choose and go. You know, we don't have it like that. We gotta kind of like, it means something. Even for Chad and Tyrone, it means something. You
mm-hmm.
know.
Yeah,
But
because we have more testosterone and there's like the feeling of sex when you like bust the, you know what you mean? Like
yeah,
it's really gratifying, you know what I mean? As opposed to from what I've heard, the woman they have sex with post nut clarity. Is
yeah.
that right? Yeah, so
Mm,
it's not like as enjoyable. It's more like a hobby
no,
type
no,
of
no,
thing.
no,
And
no, no,
then,
no, 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 no. It's gratifying for them too, but it's gratifying when they're having sex with a guy they really like.
mm,
And a lot of times they're having sex with guys they don't really like.
oh yeah,
Yeah. And when I say don't really like they're attracted to him, but then like, he might not be their first choice, if that makes sense.
gotcha. Yeah, yeah, yeah. They're kind of like in the back end or like in the line that they would consider.
Kinda, yeah, yeah, basically.
Gotcha, gotcha. Okay, got you. So, let's say you were talking to a 16-year-old. What would you say to him in terms of like relationships if he's just starting out to like talk to girls and shit?
A 16-year-old
Yeah, I know.
relationships.
Yeah, I know he seems kind of young, but still, like, I think 16 or in high school is kind of that part where you kind of
If
learn how to
if
talk to
I'm
the
being
opposite
honest,
sex.
I'm gonna just tell the 16-year-old just like not to take women seriously. That's what I would tell him to do. Like, I would
Mm,
tell him to stop looking at them on a pedestal
mm-hmm,
and just understand that like a lot of this is genetics, and so you just have to treat it as such, you know. And also it would kind of depend on like how, because how he's gonna take that and apply that, what I'm saying, is gonna also be based on how attractive he is.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I mean? So if he's not that attractive, then my mentality towards him would be like, bro, my bad. My mentality towards him would be like, indirectly, I'd be basically trying to tell him it's over for him.
Oh, for real?
You
You
see what
can't
I
try
mean?
though. You can still try to make it sound
Yeah,
like
like no, I'm still encourage him to do his best, but like I would tell him not to take it seriously, and then even if he's attractive, I'd still tell him not to take it seriously,
Mm-hmm.
and that but that, I don't know, like with a 16-year-old, and even me knowing how life works, people have to actually go out and experience things anyway. So you could try to tell somebody something, but he's still gonna go out and do what he wants to do. He's still gonna go chase behind. He's still gonna go out and have a one-itis, like
Gotcha. And then let's say like the 20-year-old virgin, is he over as well?
The 20-year-old virgin, nah.
Yeah, not me
Because
though.
it's
That's not me. Mm-hmm.
when somebody is talking about like pushing 30 and they're a virgin, a guy, that's when we know that there's something is wrong.
Like he
Maybe he
missed
is
out.
Mm-hmm.
Or you know what? I think you've seen those videos where like it'd be like a guy on his camera, and the title of the video would be like, "Oh, I'm 26 and never had a girlfriend, this and that and the fifth." I know you've seen those videos lurking around, have you? Like, did they ever pop up in your
Yeah,
feed?
they might be lying, some of them.
You think so? Just for like engagement and shit, right? Like you're
Yeah,
trying to gain sympathy.
Basically, yeah.
Because the thing is, as much as I feel like sympathy for them to some extent, at the end of the day, putting out videos like that won't really solve the situation. Because you look at the channels, right?
Mm-hmm.
With this one channel I saw, it's like, "Oh, I'm 28 and never had a girlfriend, this, that, and the fourth." The year afterwards, it's the same results. So all that sympathy in the comments that he got in the comments saying like, "Oh, I feel bad for you, da 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 da," I know it's hard. It didn't really help him. And I think the best way to help these guys is kind of like give him that cold shoulder, like that tough love, kind of insult them in a way. Do you think that that's effective or?
Yeah,
Gotcha.
I would say so.
Gotcha.
But yeah, bro, I'm gonna throw you back in. You have anything else?
No, I just wanted to talk to you because I've been looking at your channel since January.
Okay.
You seem like a cool person. You're also from Toronto, so that's cool. I might see you in person somehow if that ever happens.
Let's see. How old are you?
I'm 22.
Yeah. So who knows?
Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and how do you know Lord Heck? By the way, did he discover you or something like that, or?
Yeah, basically, he hit because I knew him too. I knew his videos too. I used to see his videos too, but he hit me up on Instagram and said he watched the channel and stuff, and I'm like, wow, that's what's up.
That's what's up.
So
That's
shout
what's
out to
up.
Lord
Okay.
Heck.
For sure. But yeah, I just wanted to talk to you because you seem like a person that knows his shit. So
Trust
that's
me,
about it.
Trust me, you're not wrong.
For sure.
But,
Yeah, I'm gonna see you
thank you,
soon,
bro.
though.
All
Yeah,
right,
for
man.
sure.
All right. I want to address this fucking comment right here. So he says beauty transcends race. All things being equal, it does not transcend race, though. A 10 out of 10 white guy beats an ethnic 10 out of 10 white guy. Or ethnic 10 out of 10 guy. Now, why is this even relevant to even type? They're both 10 out of 10s. So does it even really matter? Yes, the white guy, and to be honest, let me just say something right here, but because this obsession with JBW is just, it has to stop. Okay, do you guys understand why the whole JBW thing isn't even actually about sexual attraction? You understand? Being a 10 out of 10, being a Chad or a Tyrone level attractiveness is about sexual attraction. But JBW is not even about sexual attraction. It's really about white represents power in the world because that's the position that white people, the Caucasian, has pretty much basically bullied and oppressed their way basically through society to be. If you talk about slavery, if you talk about colonization, so like cultures have known like cultures generationally have known that like the more whiter European, it represents more power. You understand? So that's really what the JBW thing is about. Okay? Especially black women, but women of other races know good and damn well the biggest reason why Indian mothers or like Asian mothers and stuff like that encourage, or Asian parents encourage their daughters sometimes to marry a white man, is because of the you guys are known to be more established in society in terms of like power, and you know what I mean. Like you're gonna get ahead. You're gonna have an easier time in society being married to a white man. And also, I'm just to be honest with you. Apparently, you guys are known to be very generous with that fucking credit card. Okay, so this is what it is. This is what the JBW thing is about. Okay, a 10 out of 10 white guy and a 10 out of 10 ethnic guy won't really matter. You know what I mean? There will be options, desirable, satisfying options for both guys. So who fucking cares which one get? Who cares? What matters is that a fucking 6 out of 10 fucking white guy won't be getting more than a fucking 10 out of 10 ethnic guy. That's facts. And we're talking about genuine desire. Yeah, exactly. JBW is about LTR relationships, because the LTR relationships and the marriages and stuff is about social power. They're gonna have an easier time in society. That's what it's really about. It's not about actual desire. The JBW thing is more about a partner. Exactly. So yeah, in that aspect, okay, JBW. Okay. That doesn't necessarily mean he's desired. Well, if he's a Chad, or if he's a high tier normie or a Chad or something, then yeah, he's desired. But like, I'm telling you right now, black women do not give a fuck about. I'm telling you this right now, black women do not give a flying fuck about dating white men. Generally, they are not fucking just sitting around lusting after white men. If you don't believe me, why isn't it just a shit ton of black women going to Justin Bieber concerts? Yeah, but they're going to Chris Brown. They're going to Brent Fayez. You understand? So why isn't it more? Why isn't it a sea of black women that you can see at a you know what I mean? Sassy's comment is a contradiction in its own right. As a perfect entity, why would entity would only be singular? A 10 out of 10 white and ethnic guy can't exist as it implied a perfection. Ah, I do like that. That is very true. That is very true, because technically speaking, if it's all about JBW, then why the fuck is technically speaking, then only a white man would be able to be a 10 out of 10. That does make a lot of sense. When I said beauty transcends race, I meant people will not care much about your race when you're good looking in the face. That's facts. That's facts. The club that I go to, there's Indian guys in there leaving with bitches. I'm telling you, there's Indian guys going in there and leaving with white girls, but they look like Chads to the point where they have the broccoli haircut or whatever, but they look like they have Chad faces to the point where they could pass for like Hispanic or some shit like that. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, bro, it doesn't matter. A girl's not gonna lose fucking attraction because you're an Indian if you have good looks. Black women don't even like pale skin. Facts. They like light skin, but they don't like white people's skin. And they talk shit about, oh, I don't want no pink penis. That doesn't mean they won't fuck a white boy. Don't get this twisted. That don't mean Trishina from the hood won't fuck a white guy, here and there throughout her life, or maybe when she's young, whatever. That doesn't mean that no white guy will ever get to fuck her. But just understand, like he probably isn't gonna be getting the same respect, or the same. It's not gonna be the same experience that she's gonna have as with a black guy, basically. Yeah, beauty transcends race. It does. Good looking in the face is the ultimate halo. Doesn't matter what color you are. Facts. Yo, Recca, I think I know what it is. It's you're so good looking you don't look like your race. That's what it is. I would agree with that too. That can be a thing too. Man, seeing a genuine white Chad is so wild. I'm talking those 6'5" Chads. Yeah, it is. It is like the real Chads and and seeing a real Tyrone is crazy too. crazy. Seeing a 6'8" chat makes you feel like a child. But I think I'm about to be out of here, guys. No kids. No kizzy. Bro, don't you see them with Marlon? Marlon? They walk around with a different confidence. Why you fuck so many basic hoes? These two guys show the truth. They do. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. A lot of that shit with women coming up to them and shit like that. A lot of that shit is fucking staged. But I know even if it is staged though, like I know if King 6'8" the Great walked down a strip downtown Toronto, I know good and damn well the women will be staring at him. I know this for a fact. Or if he were any club that he's in, anything like that, I know for a fact. I know that for a fact. I wouldn't even say it's staged, but also just having the status and camera on them. Most have seen them before on. Yeah. Like either way, it doesn't matter. Like, okay, yes, the videos and stuff they're staged. I'm telling you, there's a lot of fabrication to make it look like how it can look for social media and YouTube. That is a fact, but he still will be getting like women coming up being like, "Oh, you're so sexy." Like, okay, that might be fucking staged, but that doesn't mean a woman wouldn't still like. I literally was in the club, guys, and I seen this very pretty white girl. I remember she was playing pool and shit like that. This is on Monday, and I remember this like I don't know if he was Hispanic but he was a Chad. And I remember he was walking by, and I remember she just like tapped him on the shoulder and started talking to him. Like I literally seen it, and I seen women go up to my brother, go up to my like I literally seen it. So if these guys are getting that fucking shit, if these guys have women coming up to them saying hello and starting conversations, what would a fucking 6'8" demigod? What is he gonna get? You understand? And my brother's not no fucking Tyrone or anything. He's, you know what I mean? He's obviously above average, but he's not no certified Tyrone. So even if it is staged, like it does, who cares? I done crashed my whip, just came in to pass the time. That's crazy. I've been noticing Chad and Tyrones are usually from single parent households, usually single mom. Yeah, but like there's Chad and Tyrones that have two parents also. But you know what's funny about that is that a lot of times the reason why, a lot of times that would actually match up because see, a lot of time maybe the father was a Tyrone also, which is why the relationship between the mom and him wouldn't even work out, and then that's why little Ty grows up with his father not in the house because you know what I mean. So a lot of times it could be that. Yeah, that would make a lot of sense. Like, or maybe they were never together in the first place. Like a lot of times, like the mom just like that's what happened in my family with my grandmother. Like my grandmother, first kid, rest he's dead now, but my uncle, um, different dad than my dad and them. You know what I mean? But my grandmother's first son was a Tyrone. And yeah, like she just got with his dad on some basically on some young lust hookup shit. You know what I mean? And then that was it. She ended up with a baby, and it's not like they about to be together. Like it was really just some straight primal biology. You know what I mean? Because he was tall and light skinned and all that type of shit. So that makes perfect. There is gonna be a lot of like single mom or like single, split. Like there's gonna be a lot of that with good looking men and women. You know what I mean? Because a lot of times the mother is sleeping with and getting pregnant with men who don't necessarily want them, or you know what I mean, or a relationship between them isn't really possible. That makes a lot of sense. And then average looking people, or even ugly, but let's just say average looking people, are more likely to be with two-parent households, because part of the reason, you know what I mean, why this man even got to sleep with this woman in the first place is because it had to be a fucking relationship or a marriage. So it makes sense. Let me go back and find this comment. Yeah. Did you see Locario did a vid trying to say King 6'8" doesn't really have any advantages like people say, which is just like, and see, this is the issue that I have with Locario. This is why I say he tells the truth, but he also lies through his teeth. To say that King 6'8" degree doesn't actually, to say that it's all just optics, and like everybody knows good and damn well, regardless regardless if his whole brand is a production, we still know good and damn well that he's going to be getting, you know what I mean? He's going to be he's going to be desired regardless. We know that behind the camera, he's still getting the same kind of energy. Drunk girls make clumsy approaches. A lot of guys are talking about how they are clearly not attracted because no girl has ever thrown themselves at him in a public place, and there's just no convincing him that it simply isn't realistic. Brian, that might be a valid theory, especially in ethnic families. Granted, it's more common. Celebrity status influencer, yeah. Hello, Tyrone has like 6 baby mamas and shit. Better to settle with a chick that loves you no matter what you find her unattractive, or stay single. I'm not getting with no fucking woman that I don't find attractive. I don't care how much she love me. I don't care. Like I just can't. It's something that's a compromise I just cannot make. I must be attracted to the female that I'm with. I've already tried. Like I've already tried to like actually pursue things with women that just weren't doing it for me. And it just feels like, bro, you'll literally wake up in the middle of the night, can't fucking sleep with that shit on your fucking head, because every time she fucking messages your phone, you know what I mean, you have anxiety, because you know good and damn well you're living a lie. I just can't do it. I can't. You know what I mean? And I understand I'm not attractive enough to get the kind of girls that I truly desire. Oh well, then I'm just gonna have to just live with that. But I just can't. I can't, man. I can't. Yeah, my Tyrone's cousins don't know their dads. That's what really made me understand. Yeah, it's crazy. If you settle for a chick the day you hit big and you get access to bad bitches, you're gonna cheat. Nah, you're gonna get cheated on, especially if you never got bitches before. Do you think Jeff Bezos is cooked? Yup. Yeah, that is true. You're gonna get cheated on regardless. Might as well buy a baddie. I agree. Do Lucario Capra hate on Austin Dunham or King 6'8" to make them look less? Well, remember, he's Mr. Looks Don't Matter. So, of course, like, he's going to want to try to debunk, people like Austin Dunham or King 6'8" or the whole Duke Dennis thing. He's going to want to debunk that because, but here's the reality. All those guys are with like conventionally unattractive women. All of them. Steve the Dean wife, ugly as fuck. April MC over there with Lucario, she's not attractive. She's not attractive. Like, let's just be honest. She's not an attractive woman. Now, when she was 21, could she have been hot? Sure. But as it stands today, she is not attractive. Okay? We haven't seen what's the other two guys, Mr. 1950 and K Zag. We haven't seen women from them. And then Miles Cunningham, oh my God, Miles Cunningham with that fat ass bald bitch that he got. You know what I mean? Like, you see what I'm saying? So it's like, on one hand, they're saying things like, if you call in with a story, oh, she didn't like you because she did this, and from the time she said this, and you, okay, yeah, I understand. Like, they know the game on that part, but then, when they try to get into like, when you try to explain to them that, like, the girls that I really, really want, like, they just not fucking with me. Oh, well, it's because you don't have game, and you got to do this, and you got to stop doing that, and good and damn well, all the guys around you are doing exactly what you're doing, but they're having success. But you need to stop doing this, and you need to stop acting like that. It's crazy, man. Crazy work. I feel you. That's a compromise many, many men make just because they don't want to be alone. Personally, my dick wouldn't get hard. Facts. These dating coaches be having chopped chicks. It's because their game is based around women wanting them. If their looks match is chopped, that's all you get. And that's another thing. They try to downplay. They talk about, oh, well, these guys are surface dwellers, and they make it about the woman's looks and blah 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 blah. I actually am not making it about the woman's looks. I'm actually making it about my dick's reaction to the woman, which just so happens to be connected to her looks. King 6'8" selling dating advice is crazy. Yo, I peeped that too. These dating coaches be having chopped chicks. It's because their game is based around. Oh yeah, I read that already. Damn, you're speaking facts. But they always say her looks don't matter, but what she does for me is attractive. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's just crazy talk. It's because, bro, they're not physically. They're out of their primes. They're older. They're in their 40s, pushing 50, I think. And it's like and then they sit up there and they claim that they pull and they fuck hot 22 young. That they claim that that's what they're doing. But yet, can I see some kind of, like, show me something? I know you don't believe in receipts, but can I see something? Like, can I see a thigh? Like, let me see something. You know what I mean? Just give me something. You know what I mean? But let's be real. They're not fucking out here fucking young. Like, the girls that we be around, they're not out here just fucking them unless they're paying. They're not. We know they're not. Because if that's the case, why can't you can't get a 30-year-old, a hot 30-year-old woman to be with you and follow your program, and like, you can't get that. Like, you really have to just get this old hag. And then Miles Cunningham out there with 20. I think he had a video where he has like 20 bodies. But he's on YouTube on Lucario channel talking about women with 20 bodies. Make it make sense. BBW's got him feeling like Genghis Khan. But I think I'm gonna wrap it up. I'm gonna wrap it up in a couple minutes. I saw their live in Miami. It didn't look well, but they say they in field for King Sig. Oh, this is fake. I think they know that their status is low and attractiveness is low too. Game don't work. Game doesn't mean nothing. I'm telling you, it doesn't mean nothing. I'll say this: if you ever call into their show with like a specific story, I've said this before. Like, yo, like this girl and she flaked, or she said this, she said that. That's what they really should be focusing on. I'm telling you that right now because they know how to break it. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. They're in a lot of ways. Like, that's the actual game right there. But they use that, and then they use that to manipulate in other ways where they'll be like, oh well, you know, if you have the game to attract, you know, the hot women, then you have to say that you have to not do this and you have to do that, and it's like, at the end of the day, you short, average looking, and let's say you're even old now with it. Like, there's no amount of game in the world that's gonna get you around that reality. The older AMS get, the more the black pill he gets. He's still delusional though, telling men it's your charisma. I noticed that he's more black pilled now. I'm not gonna lie. I remember he had a live stream the same time that Wheat Waffles was blowing up. He had a live stream where he was like his thoughts on the black pill, and he did straight up say it's real. I'm not gonna lie to you. He been black pilled though. He been black pilled because I remember he used to talk in some of his earlier videos when he first came out in 2018, 2017. He used to say like, yo, my brothers, I have two brothers, and to me they're not very attractive, and it shows because they've always been with fat women. That's what he said. He said they've always been with fat women their whole lives. That's what he said about his bros. You understand? So, and then even now, like, if you watch some of his modern content, like, he straight up says like, yo, if you want to deal with women who are on your level or even a little bit better than you, then you're going to have to. But see, this is where he fucks up. He says, like, if you want women that are on the same SMV as you, then you're gonna need money. That's the one thing I can't fucking stand about AMS. Like, it pisses me the fuck off when he says that, oh, you need money. Your money. I can't fucking stand it, dog. Masculine identity when your masculine physicality don't match. Facts. But again, remember, it doesn't matter how the woman looks. So yeah, your masculine identity with some fat girl or some girl that's not even attractive, or let's just say a girl that we wouldn't even find attractive. Fine, it's not that it doesn't, like, see, that's the thing. It's not that it's not that loving yourself and understanding yourself and being confident in these things. It's not that these things don't matter. It's just that it doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. You know what I mean? Do you believe John Anthony actually has 2,000K bodies? I'm going to just say this. Living in a Latin country and then having a business means that you have the funds where you easily could just be paying. Like, he literally could just be out there tricking and we don't know. I'll say this. He really speaks and moves with conviction. You know what I mean? It doesn't come off like he's scamming. Like, it really comes off like what he's saying he really believes in. But, I don't know about him taking guys that are 30-year-old virgins and they're ugly and uninsured and you know, they end up having their dream dating life. You know, I don't know about all that. Physical first, always, then game second. 5'2" manly here, bro. My 6'2" masculine identity, ass nigga. Game and masculine identity doesn't work if you're ugly as fuck. And they do work. It's small results. I just hate how they lie to Cellcore, and they lie, dog. In a lot of, not in everything, but they lie in a lot of ways. They twist up the truth. And then when you call them, like if you challenge them on it, they'll literally actually try to act like they literally act oblivious to it. The problem is the black pill destroys their dating advice. That's why they hate black pill so much. Even like guys like Corey Wayne, that's why they hate red pill, they hate black pill. Because it gets to the truth, and it takes the strategy out of it. Magnificent Trace said, will you ever believe game works to pull IG baddies with 885K followers if you look like shit and live at a shelter? They say game can get you everything. Crazy. Internet dating ruined it for average men. John Anthony is fucking chopped. He'd be sub 2 in the black pill space. A 30-year-old virgin has so many symptoms usually tied to it that no coaching can really resolve it unless one has a serious awakening. Maybe it's just his looks. Another thing about AMS, he's literally 6'5", rich. That's another thing of why AMS is, like, from the very beginning, what he had to say never really mattered, because he's 6'5", light skinned. He talks about how when he was in school, all the girls that study was the finest thing in the world. And then that's it. Like, does that make any sense? You're 6'5", light skinned. Like, he said he was like 5'11" or some shit, or 6 foot in the 8th grade. Like, come on, man. Like, I can only take so much naivety. But guys, I think I'm gonna get the fuck up out of here. My phone's about to die too. But I had a good time. Thanks for all the guys that called in. You know what I mean? Guys that came and put themselves on the camera. I could feel myself falling asleep too. Internet dating exposed women's true nature. I agree. But women been doing this shit though. Before, like, women been just going and linking up with the fuck boys that they think are, like, that's always been a thing. When women are young, hooking up is going on. That's always been a thing for generations, man. I'm telling you. But thanks for everybody that came through, man. All of my guys. Big Fan Bomb said, hey, yo, Recca, we feeling you, man. Well, appreciate it, man. I might come back tomorrow. We'll see what's going on, but for now, like the video. I mean, hold on, let me go over these last couple. Can money and status come second to looks? It does come second to looks. All right, y'all. Peace.